All right, everybody, thanks for joining us here at the Daytona Ice Arena here in South Daytona, Florida, where your Volusia County Stingrays varsity team is getting ready to take on the Osceola Stampede. Just under a minute and a half left to go here in our warm-up period, so let's go down our lineup. Your lineup for today's Stingrays. Number 2, Griffin Chisholm. Number 4, Jacob Douglas. Number 22, Jaden Ditsunin. Number 29, Jackson Smith. Number 34, Frank Noble. Number 36, Eric Johannesson. Number 37, Enzo McGovern. Number 39, Cole Halbrook. Number 23, Aiden Kirschbaum. Number 17, Austin Ziegert. Number 10, Sam Hemme. Number 24, Chase Poole. And in goal today, number 26, Cole Petrowski. All right, thanks again for joining us here live on the KPHN, where your Volusia County Stingrays are getting ready to take on the Osceola Stampede. And like I said earlier, we do have a couple players that are playing up from the B team for this second game. That's going to be number 23, Kirschbaum, number 17, Ziegert, number 10, Hemi, number 24, Poole. There you go on the face-off. It's going to be Montgomery taking that face-off, getting it back the way to Chisholm. Chisholm moving that puck deep into the Stampede zone. Stampede having it around the backside of their own net. It's picked up by the Stingrays. Stingrays with it. Shot through traffic wide. That was a shot by Halbrook. Backhanded pass by Smith over to this and to McGovern. McGovern trying to push that puck in along the near side. Comes up again to the top of the ice. Halbrook trying to stop it at the blue line, sending it back. Puck is being chased after there along the side as it's Douglas sending it along the way over here to Chisholm. Chisholm with it. Tapping it, trying to get it through traffic. It's picked up on the top, deep in the zone by Halbrook. Halbrook taking it around the backside of Petrosky in net. Halbrook going back and forth. Puck comes up in front of Petrosky. And a shot. Puts it in the back of the net with 13 minutes left to go in this game, in this first period. Back at center for faceoff. Ditsunen's going to take the faceoff with Hemi to the left up top. Can't see who that is right at the moment, but it's going to be Poole and Noble in on defense. All right, it is Ditsunen with the line of Ziegert and Hemi. Ditsunen with the puck at the top of the ice, getting it over to Poole. Poole passing it down the way over to Hemi. Hemi trying to step up for it. Ditsunen steps in to swing and get that puck back deep in Stingray zone. Ditsunen taking it back around the backside of Petrosky. Ditsunen with it, holding on, looking to see where he can take it, looking for a lane even, gets stripped away, but Ziegert steps in to give him a hand. Ziegert swinging that puck up to the top of the boards. Ditsunen trying to get it cleared over that blue line. He gets dumped in deep along the backside of Petrosky. Poole picking it up, tapping it over to Noble. Noble tried to clear it out. Puck gets deflected to the top of the ice where Ziegert tries to go after it. Ditsunen knocking that puck down, taking it around the backside of Petrosky, doubling back over to Noble. Noble with it along the boards and clears it over that blue line out to center. Moving that puck all the way deep into Stampede zone. Noble with it, swinging it back around again to the side. It is picked up by the Stampede. Stampede through center ice, looking to get past Chisholm. Chisholm knocking that puck along to the side. Stampede with the rebound. Chisholm going after it again. McGovern stepping up to give him a hand. McGovern with it now. Getting it over that blue line. McGovern into the Stampede zone. Picked off by the Stampede here at center. And stopped at Chisholm by the blue line, passing it back to McGovern at center ice. McGovern gets stood up. It's picked up by Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum gets spun around as the Stampede have it in their own territory. Johannesson tries to step up and get that puck taken away. McGovern taps it back over to Johannesson. Puck gets deflected off the stick of the Stampede from a pass from Johannesson as Stampede take it back through center ice. McGovern picks it up at the red line, flinging it into Stampede zone where Kirschbaum tries to stop it. Chisholm stops it at the blue line, sending it all the way deep into Stampede zone. Ditsunen literally losing his glove on that one. Picks up here along the near side. Stampede with it, taking it through center ice. Slowing it down, trying to get around Ditsunen. They send it towards Petrowski. It hits the side of the net as it's picked up along the edge by Smith. I'm sorry, not Smith. I apologize. It's going to be Halbrook. Chisholm going to pick this puck back up in front of Petrowski, playing it up the boards over to try to get it over to the side to Halbrook. Kirschbaum gets laid out, swung around, slow getting back up, but he gets up. Long to the near side. Ditsunen trying to get that puck cleared. Puck comes to the near side corner in Stingray zone. Stampede player at the top of the blue line calling for it, but not able to hold on to it as Douglas getting his stick in on that, trying to go after it, pushing them deeper and deeper into their own zone. Halbrook able to send that puck all the way to the top corner of Stampede territory. Smith trying to figure out where that puck went. It got caught up on his blades as Smith gets into it there at the top of the circle. Through traffic from the top of the blue line, it is going to be Noble with the shot. They make their way back into the Stingray zone with a shot on goal and a save by Petrowski. 9:05 left to go here in this first period. Petrowski in net. Face-off coming to his stick side. McGovern taking the face-off. Poole on the back end going after that puck. He gets it, tapping it over the way to Noble. It comes up the way over to Smith. Smith able to clear it in deep into Stampede zone as Douglas makes a quick drive for it, sending that puck to the front of the net. McGovern gets it here in the corner, sending it back to Smith. Puck comes loose at center ice, looking to get around. Ball gets laid out at the blue line, but gets right back up. From the blue line through traffic, puck batted down and cleared of Petrowski. Noble has it in the top corner of the ice. Picked up by McGovern. McGovern clears it up to center. Stampede going to pick it up in their own zone. Stampede clear it back out to center ice as Ziegert going after it. Chisholm picking it up, cycling it around the backside of Petrowski, coming over here to the near side corner. Smith looking to get to it. McGovern giving him a hand. Chisholm in on that, trying to get that puck free in the corner. McGovern's going to come up with it, sending it all the way along the boards and through center ice. Stampede again with it, with a pass through center. Someone lost a net guard there on the ice. As Ditsunen with an opportunity to get a shot off that puck is loose in front of the net as the Stampede goaltender drops and covers with 7:39 left to go in this first period. Face-off coming to the stick side of The Stampede goaltender, Ditsunen in at center with Ziegert and Hemi on the left. And the right shot from the top of the circle by Halbrook. Hard, but doesn't make it as it's just wide. Puck comes around to the near side again. Halbrook with it. Nope, Halbrook overskated it. It comes down to the blue line to Ditsunen. Ditsunen to Halbrook. Halbrook tried to center it up, and it doesn't make it through traffic. Picked up by the Stampede. Ditsunen swings in there, getting that puck back as they scrum for it in that top corner. Chisholm trying to get it deflected out. Shot wide of Petrosky. Puck comes around to the near side. Boards again. Stampede keeping it in at that blue line. Ditsunen sending it around to the top of the ice up to Ziegert. Ziegert trying to get to it. Chisholm trying to get to it. Puck comes loose. They look to take a shot from the top of the circle. Shot doesn't make it through traffic as Chisholm gets it. Making his way across center ice. Not able to get a strong pass off as it's picked up by Kirschbaum coming straight off the bench and able to keep that puck into play deep into Stampede zone. Ditsunen angry. He wanted to get a shot off there. He got his sticks all twisted around. Shot on goal from the top of the blue line by Noble. It goes through the pads of the goaltender. The goaltender thought he had it, and it deflects off of his stick into the back of the net. So we are tied at 1 apiece with 6:19 left to go in this first period. I got a feeling these two know each other. Yeah. I don't know who number 68 is. Face-off coming here at center. It is going to be McGovern taking the face-off. Kirschbaum to the left. Smith. Nope, not Smith up top. Poole and Noble in on defense. Poole gets that face-off pass over to Noble. Noble taps it into center ice. 36 Johannesson on that one at the top of the ice. McGovern trying to keep it in at the blue line. Getting all kinds of pressure on him. Poole looking to push him out to the side. A pass gets deflected by Noble to the top of the ice. Again, puck sent over by Petrosky. Petrosky batting that puck out of there. Puck gets deflected high in the air, and the Stampede send it back into the corner. Noble trying to stay on his skates as they are trying to get that puck out of there. Johannesson sends it back through center ice. Stampede get to it first. Swinging it around here to the near side corner, picked up by the Stampede. Stampede have a lane to go through. Taking a shot on Petrosky. It's wide. Johannesson picking it up, taking it through center ice now, dumping it into Stampede zone. McGovern getting it first in the corner. Puck coming all the way down deep into center ice, and Smith with it. Smith taking that puck. Oh, Smith gets tripped up, so we got a penalty coming up against the Stampede. With 5 minutes left to go in the first period, we're tied at 1 apiece. Stingrays getting ready to go on a power play. Face-off coming all the way down here to the stick side of Stampede goaltender. Smith taking the face-off. Douglas to the left, Ditsunen to the right, Chisholm and Halbrook in on defense. Chisholm with it at the blue line, sending it towards the net. It deflects off the stick of Smith and into the glove of the goaltender. No change in the line for the Stingrays. Douglas trying to find out where that puck went. Smith working his way in there, trying to get that puck cleared. Stampede with a great pass, getting it deep into the Stingray zone as Halbrook, that was close on that one. Halbrook going after it in the corner, taking it around the backside of Petrosky. 1:05 left to go in the power play for the Stingrays. Puck comes again here to center ice. Backhanded pass by the Stampede, and they dump it in deep into Stingray zone right behind Petrosky. Chisholm going to pick it up first. Chisholm with a cross ice pass up to Smith. Smith making his way across the red line and into the Stampede zone. He's got Ditsunen. A great pass, but it gets taken away by the Stampede, and they make their way in through center ice and into Stingray zone. Douglas taps that puck over to the side of Ditsunin. Ditsunin making his way back into Stampede zone. Shot, score! Power goal by number 22, Jaden Ditsunin, with 3:57 left to go in this first period. Face-off coming to center here now. McGovern taking the face-off. Ziegert up top. Hemi down below. Poole and Noble in on defense. Noble going to pick up that puck off the face-off win from McGovern. Noble making his way through the zone and into Stampede area. He gets a little too far behind the net. But McGovern and Hemi both fighting hard to keep that puck into play. Puck comes back out to center ice. It pops up to the circle. McGovern looking to get it past them. They look to get past Poole. Poole pushing him out to the side. Shot! Save by Petrosky as the player for the Stampede literally went flying over Petrosky to avoid a collision. 3:29 left to go in the first period. No change in the line for the Stingrays. McGovern kicking that puck back to Ziegert. Ziegert playing it up against the boards. Picked up by the Stampede. They take a shot from in front of the blue line. It goes all the way wide. Noble tries to get to it on the side. Poole going after it in the corner. Stampede have it around the backside of Petrosky. Hemi steps up to try and get that puck out of there. Poole going after it in the corner, spinning it around, getting it over to the corner to Noble. Noble scrumming for it here in the near side corner, deep in the Stingrays territory. Noble reaching out to try and get that puck cleared. Finally, Hemi able to tap that puck out to center ice as Ziegert in pursuit of that puck as the Stampede make its way through center ice again. Stingrays, Stingrays moving it through center. Ziegert takes a hell of a hit right at the blue line. Puck at center, picked up by McGovern. McGovern sending it up the way to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum with it from the circle, sending it towards the net. It's wide. Again, over to the near side corner. It's going to be Johannesson going for it. With a little bit of help along the side here from Halbrook. Ditsunin and Kirschbaum both working to try and get that puck in the net. And a save by Stampede goaltender. A lot of these players played travel hockey for the past 6 months together. So it's always fun when we get to see them on other teams. It's always a good rivalry sometimes. Back at center ice, it's picked up by the Stampede who take it into the zone. Halbert going after it in the corner as Johannesson steps up as well. Puck gets passed over here to the circle, picked up by Ditsunin. Ditsunin looking to turn it around in the corner, sending it back along the side to Halbrook. Halbrook passes it to Chisholm. Chisholm up the way to Johannesson. Johannesson gets pinned up against the boards and not able to move that puck past that blue line. Again, they got the puck bouncing to the side of Petrosky. Ditsunin trying to get that puck moved. Gets it over to the side to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum holding his own there at the blue line. As the puck comes back out to the Stampede zone, Stampede sending it through center again. Ditsunin picking it up and flinging it back here to the near side corner. Stampede again with it. Halbrook putting him in the board. Smith picking it up along the side. Leaves the puck, but it's going to be Noble grabbing it and taking it through center ice. Noble getting it into the zone at the top of the ice, trying to hold on to that puck. That puck is loose in front of the net. Douglas trying to throw it into the net as well. Puck comes up to the blue line. Poole trying to stop it. And it's going to be offsides on the Stingrays with 23 seconds left to go in this period. Looks like he was trying to get his shoulder back in socket. McGovern with Smith to the left, Douglas to the right. Noble and Poole in on defense. Smith to Poole. Poole trying to get it over to Noble. He gets in there, shot deflected. Poole clears it, and we got a tripping call coming up against Noble. With 16 seconds left to go in this period, Noble heading to the box for a minute 30. Smith taking that face off from the blue line through traffic off of the tip of Petrosky's skate as the Stingrays clear it down deep into the Warrior zone. I'm sorry, not Warriors, Stampede zone. I don't know why I keep saying Warriors. I'm so sorry, guys. McGovern has it in the top corner, and that is it for this first period. Thanks for joining us live here on the KPHN, where your Volusia Stingray A team is taking on the Osceola Stampede on this high school hockey Saturday. Don't forget to join us next weekend on the 26th, where we will be here at the Daytona Ice Arena taking on the Orange County Crush. The game for the A team will be at 6 p.m. All right, let's get going here as we head to center ice. For the face-off, it's going to be Smith taking the face-off. McGovern up top, Chisholm to the left, and Halbrook on the back end. We are still on a penalty kill for the next minute 14 as number 34 Noble is serving the penalty. Here we go as McGovern pushes his way through, sending it towards the front of the net. That puck is held in a little too long by Stampede goaltender, but finally pushed over to the side. Smith trying to hold on to his edge as McGovern gives him a hand, moving that puck in deep into the Stampede zone. Stampede have it around the backside of their own goaltender. It gets deflected off their skate of their own player. Quick pass through center, and they are back into the Stingray zone with a shot wide of Petrosky. Smith trying to pick it up at the top of the ice from the blue line. A missed opportunity, and he discarded puck there at center as Smith gets bent over into the penalty box for the Stampede. 25 seconds left to go in the penalty for Noble, as we've got 13:10 left to go in the second period. Shot on goal was way high and out of bounds, hitting the netting above Petrosky, number 26 in net. So the faceoff is going to be coming over here to his stick side. Ditsunen in, Chisholm, Ziegert, and Halbrook. Puck comes up to the center of the blue line. Shot deflected off the pad of Petrosky. Ditsunen trying to go after it at the top of the ice. Halbrook trying to go after it. The puck is still live as Ditsunen and number 52 are having some words over there along the side. Chisholm trying to grab after it. Stampede centered around to the back side of the net again as it comes all the way out. We are back at full strength as the Stampede taking it back in a little bit. All right, we're going to have a talk with the ref on that one. We'll have to have a review from that one. Shot from the circle, save by Petrosky. 12:30 left to go here in this second period. Great save by number 26, Paul Petrosky. Poole on the back end on defense along with Noble. Ditsunen taking the face-off with Hemi and Ziegert. Poole scrumming for that puck in that top corner, getting it over to this side. Ditsunen swooping in to give him a hand. Puck comes over here to the circle. Picked off by Ditsunen. Ditsunen with it, skating it through center ice, getting it all the way down deep into the zone. Shot wide of Stampede. Poole keeping it in at the blue line. Scooping it over to Hemi. Hemi able to give Ditsunen a hand as the puck gets deflected wide, and we're going to have a penalty coming up here now. It looks like a hooking penalty. Against number 52 on the Stampede. Yep. So a minute 30 on the board as we are going on a power play for the Stingrays. McGovern taking the face off. Smith to the right, Douglas to the left. Chisholm and Halbrook in on defense. Halbrook reaches out to save that puck in the middle of the blue line. Passing it up the way to Chisholm at the top of the circle. Chisholm fires. Deflects to the top of the boards. Chisholm not able to hold on to it as the puck comes all the way down deep into the Stingray zone. And it's going to be fielded by Petrosky. Petrosky tapping it back over to the way to Halbrook. Halbrook with it. Passing it through center ice. It's going to come all the way down deep into the Stampede zone for icing. With 11:38 left to go here in this second period. We're going to go all the way back with 1:07 left to go in the power play for the Stingrays. Face-off coming to the top of the circle on Petrosky's glove side. McGovern wins that face-off, getting it back over to the way to Halbrook. Halbrook looking to see where he can send it. Sends it over to the side, over to Chisholm. Chisholm try to pass it up the way through to Douglas. Douglas able to move that puck in deep into the zone. Douglas knocking that saucer down. Shot on goal, save by Stampede goaltender. 46 seconds left to go in the power play for the Stingrays. McGovern in again for the face-off. Gets it over to this side to Smith. Smith taps it back to Chisholm. Chisholm settling it down, passing it back to Smith again. Smith not able to hold on to it. McGovern with a shot just wide. 35 seconds left to go and a penalty coming up against the Stingrays. Penalty coming up against the Stingrays now, so we're going to be 4-on-4 for the next 34 seconds. All right, face-off is going to be coming all the way down to the stick side of Petrosky here. Again, we're 4-on-4 as Jackson Smith gets thrown into the box. McGovern taking the face-off. Poole on the back end on defense with Noble. Poole with the puck in the corner, sending it around the top of the ice over to Noble. Noble looking to settle it down. Douglas calling for it down the ice. Noble saucering it down through center over to Douglas. Douglas with it, looking to figure out where he's going to take it. Skating it past that red line and now takes it into Stingrays or Stampede zone. Douglas not able to hold on to it as they dance around in that corner. Picked up by the Stampede. McGovern not letting them go that easily. Stampede now taking it through the blue line, through center ice, looking to get around Poole. McGovern steps in, shot wide of Petrosky. And now Stingrays on a penalty kill here now for the next 48 seconds. Douglas trying to keep that puck in play at center. Picked up by the Stampede. They took a shot. Petrosky batted it down. Poole going for it here in the corner, trying to get his stick untangled, as it's going to be Noble grabbing it around the backside of Petrosky. He tried to get it cleared. That puck shot wide of Petrosky as Noble picks it up and is able to clear it out deep into the Stampede zone. Stampede with it through center. 10 seconds left to go in the penalty kill for the Stingrays. Hemi working hard to keep that puck in play here along the corner. Picked up by Poole. Poole taps it up to the ice to Noble. Noble gets it through center, gets it up to Hemi. Hemi going to get a chance to center it up to Ziegert. Ziegert tried to get his stick in on that one as Ditsunen steps up to give him a hand. Warriors clear it back to center ice, looking to get around Poole and Noble. Poole able to stop that puck there. Ziegert trying to get it cleared. Pass to the top of the blue line by the Stampede. They send it towards Petrosky again. Hemi loses his stick on that. Poole kicking that puck all the way through. Stingrays trying to get that puck clear. Poole going after it again in the corner. Tapping it along the way, gets it over to Petrosky. Petrosky covers. Poole tried to get that puck cleared out around the backside of Petrosky. Got deflected off of the skate of the Stampede. 8:51 left to go here in this second period. We're tied on shots on goal at 7 apiece right now. McGovern's going to be taking the face-off. McGovern trying to get that puck out of there. Johannesson tries to get a handle of that puck as well, as it is dumped in deep into Stingray zone. It's going to be grabbed by Halbrook. Halbrook with it. Skating it through the zone. Gets past Kirschbaum. Playing it up against the boards around the backside of Stampede goaltender to Johannesson. Johannesson up to the blue line to Chisholm. Chisholm through traffic. Puck is loose, deflected as Kirschbaum steps up to try and stop it. McGovern with the pick, tried to take it away. Takes a shot. It's wide. Again, puck to the top of the boards in possession by the Stampede. They get it through center, looking to get past Chisholm now. Splitting the difference, saved by Petrosky with 8:01 left to go in this second period. All right, faceoff is going to be coming to the stick side of Petrosky. Poole and Noble back in on defense as Ditsunen sends that puck back to Poole. Poole sends it up the boards over to Noble. Noble taps it up the way to Smith. Smith kicks it back over to Noble. Noble taking the drive. Shot, save! Douglas tried to get his stick out there, but it is cleared by the Stampede as Smith picks it up on the back end deep in Stingray zone. Smith clears it out to center, trying to get it over to Douglas. It's picked up by the Stampede. Quick passing through mid-ice. It is another opportunity for the Stampede as that puck is loose around the front side of Petrosky. Ditsunen putting him up against the boards. Douglas kicking that puck along the edge and out to center ice. Quick pass to the top of the ice puts the Stampede back into the Stingray zone. Douglas again clearing it to the red line, but the Stampede picking it up yet again. Smith keeping the pressure on, pushing the Stampede deeper into their zone. Smith steps up again. Stampede cleared to center ice. Cross ice pass to the top of the boards gets picked off by McGovern. McGovern playing it up against the boards. Now takes it around through the red line and to Douglas. Douglas shoots. Deflected off the post on the side of the net. Douglas again on the near side corner, passing it up to the circle to Halbrook. Halbrook takes that shot. I think it deflected off of the top of the stick because I don't think that the goaltender even realized that it hit his stick. Halbrook with it again, passing it to McGovern. McGovern with it, skating around the backside of that official. McGovern gets kind of hooked there as the puck gets deflected up and out of play with 6:01 left to go here in this second period. Face-off coming back to center with McGovern in at center. McGovern winning that face-off, getting it over the way to Ziegert. Ziegert clears it through to center ice. Chisholm picking it up at the red line. Stampede have it at center ice now, making their way into the Stingray zone, looking to get past Halbrook. Halbrook scrumming for that puck in the top corner of the ice, clearing it up against the glass and out to center. Halbrook swooping in, trying to get that puck away as Ziegert tries to give him a hand. Chisholm at the blue line outside of Stingray zone, taps it up the way over to Hemme. Hemme gets spun around, but it's picked up by McGovern. McGovern making his way through the zone. Shot saved by Stampede goaltender with 5:22 left to go here in this second period. Face-off coming to the stick side of Stampede goaltender. Ditsunen taking the face-off. Anderson to the right, Kirschbaum to the left, Noble and Poole in on defense. Shot just wide by Ditsunen. Picked up on the near side by Johannesson, sending it around the backside of Stampede goaltender again. Picked up by Ditsunen. Ditsunen taps it up the way to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum not able to hold on to it. Poole stopping him at the red line. Poole picking it up, shoveling it into the Warrior zone over to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum with it in the corner. Back to the top of the blue line to Poole. Poole sends it through traffic. Puck is loose. Yeah! That is going to be a great job there by the Stingrays. With a great shot from the top of the blue line by Poole, and Johannesson and Kirschbaum both working on that rebound, able to put that puck in the back of the net with 4:48 left to go here in this second period. Stingrays with a 3-1 lead over the Osceola Stampede. Puck comes back to Noble off of the face-off win from Ditsunen. Kirschbaum tapping it back in deep into the zone, but it's picked up by the Stampede. Stampede looking to get a lane in, but we're going to have offsides here on this Stampede with 4:42 left to go in this second period. Face-off coming to the top of the blue line. Shot just high over the head of Petrosky. As Smith's trying to get that puck settled down here along the blue line, he does, and takes it across center ice and into Stampede zone. But we're going to have a penalty coming up against the Stampede as Smith literally took the nosediver on the backside of the net. But it was a great save by the Stampede goaltender with 4:20 left to go. Oh, no, there is no penalty. My apologies. Oh, there is a penalty. Lee keeps saying I need to mic him up during the during the games. All right. McGovern taking the face off. Your Stingrays are on a power play for the next minute 30. McGovern at center with Smith to the right, Douglas to the left, Chisholm and Halbrook on defense. Smith with that face-off wing gets it up to the top over to Halbrook tried to get it past in, or tried to take a shot. It got deflected, and the Stampede sent it back in deep into the Stingray zone. Halbrook getting to it around the backside of Petrosky. He's going to skate that puck through center, past that red line, and now not able to get it into the Stampede zone as he got shut down. But Smith now with it, making his drive into the zone, picked off quickly by the Stampede. Stampede dumping it back to center ice again. Chisholm steps up to try and grab that puck as Halbrook gets it around the backside of Petrosky. Sending it around the corner over to Chisholm. He taps it along the boards over to Douglas. Douglas able to redirect it in deep into the Stampede zone. Stampede again cycling it along the boards to get it back out into center ice. Halbrook picks it up, gets it to Chisholm. Chisholm over to Douglas. Douglas, cross ice pass up the way to Hemme. Hemme taps it off the boards. He gets in and shoots. It's wide. Chisholm with the rebound, takes a shot. It's wide as well. Ziegert looks to grab it at the top of the boards. Ziegert and Hemme not knowing who had what on that one, as it is 13 seconds left to go in the power play by the Stingrays. Stingrays pick it up, and we are back at even strength as Ditsunen making his way through center. Ditsunen with that puck stripped away. Ziegert reached out to keep that puck in play, but here we go with an opportunity. We got an offsides. With 2:40 left to go here in this second period. Face-off coming all the way down deep into the Stampede zone on the glove side of Stampede goaltender. I'm sorry, that was probably icing. Ditsunen taking the face-off. It's won by the Stampede. They take it around the backside of their own goaltender. Picked up. Kirschbaum trying to grab after that puck. At the circle, turnaround shot by Johannesson. It's a save by Stampede goaltender with 2:30 left to go in this second period. Poole and Noble back in on defense. Ditsunen with the face-off win. Reaching out to keep a hold of that puck, but it's going to be the Stampede taking it back. Johannesson trying to move that puck around. Picked up by the Stampede again in their own zone. Quick pass through center. They're going to get past Poole. Poole with a block at the top of the ice there. Able to move that puck up the way to Ditsunen. Ditsunen trying to get that puck pushed up. Poole going to take it around the backside of Petrosky. Nope, he's going to spin it back. Tapping it up the glass over to Kirschbaum. It gets up to the blue line. Shot save by Petrosky with 1:51 left to go here in this second period. All right, face-off coming down here to the glove or to the stick side of Petrosky. McGovern taking the face-off. Chisholm and Douglas on the left and the right with Halbrook and Smith in on defense. Smith getting that puck at the top of the boards, passing it through center, trying to get it up to Douglas. Douglas trying to grab after it. He keeping it in, but it's going to be Douglas with it at the blue line. Able to finally move that puck in, sending it in deep all the way to the top of the board. Smith steps up to grab that puck, taking it around the backside with a great pass up to Douglas. Douglas with a redirect. It actually deflected off of the stick of the goaltender. Chisholm from the blue line, shot deflected by McGovern again, just wide. Douglas again to the corner. Picked up by Smith. Smith sending it around the back side of the net again. 1 minute, 5 seconds left to go in this period. Shot deflected by the goaltender again. It picked up by the Stampede. Stampede with it in their own zone. McGovern, great job by McGovern keeping that puck in play. Smith with it from the circle, shot save by Stampede goaltender with 44 seconds left to go in this period. All right. Face off coming to the stick side of the goaltender. Ditsunen at center. Hemi up top. Hemi up top. Ziegert to the left. Noble and Poole in on defense. Ditsunen trying to move that puck around. Shot through traffic by Noble. It does not make it through as Ziegert gets pinned up against the boards. Again with a great opportunity from Noble from the side. 25 seconds left to go. Poole again from the circle. Shot. Save by the goaltender with 23 seconds left to go in this second period. Ditsunen in at center. Stampede with that face-off win again. Ditsunen able to pick that puck off around the backside of the net. 15 seconds left to go in this period. Stampede with it. They clear it out to center. Noble holding on to it at the blue line. Shoveling it back over to Ditsunen. Ditsunen from the circle. Shot wide. And that's it on this second period. Thanks for joining us here live on the KPHN. I appreciate you joining us. Don't forget, come back next Saturday on the 26th where the Stingrays are going to be taking on the Orange County Crush at 6 p.m. next Saturday here in South Daytona. Minutes left on the clock here as we get ready to head into the third period. 16 shots on goal by the Stingrays, 9 shots on goal by the Stampede. As we head out to center ice to finish out this game here today, as we get ready to start period number 3. Number 26, Cole Petrosky making his way down there between pipes for the Stingrays. McGovern taking his spot at center to take the face-off up top. Number 4, Douglas, and down below, number 29, Smith. On the back end, it's going to be Chisholm and Halbrook as the Stampede quick on that face-off to make their way into the Stingray zone. It's dropped back by McGovern, able to tap that puck over to Smith. Smith with a great pass through center ice over to Douglas. Shot deflected. Save by the Stampede goaltender. That was a great sequence of events there between Smith, McGovern, and Douglas on that. As the passing was strong through center ice, McGovern there had his stick in the right place, but the goaltender just had the right timing. With 13:44 left to go in the game, face-off coming to the stick side of Stampede goaltender. Douglas picking it up around the back side of the net. He's got Smith there. Smith fires! And another great save by Stampede goaltender. No change in the line for the Stingrays. McGovern wins the faceoff, gets it to Halbrook. Halbrook with it, banging it up against the boards over to McGovern. McGovern knocking it down. Shot, great save by Stampede goaltender. As the puck gets sent around to the corner again, McGovern gets waylaid up against the boards. Picked up by Douglas. Douglas taps it to Halbrook. Halbrook with a strong pass across the ice, comes down deep into the Stingray zone. And we're going to have icing on ice with 13:16 left to go in this game. We're going to come all the way back to the top of the circle here, just to the Stampede goaltender's glove side. Gets in and taking the face off, getting it back the way, trying to get it to Noble. Noble not able to hold it at the blue line. He's got Poole here to his left. Noble sliding it in through center ice, but it's picked up by the Stampedes. Stampede make their way into the Stingray zone. Ziegert tries to stop him. He gets him pushed to the side. Petrosky denies him. Ziegert with it up against the boards, clearing it down deep into the Stampede zone. Picked up by Noble, tried to go after it, stopped at the blue line by Ditsunin. Ditsunin taking it in. It's going to be offside. Noble did not have that skate over the blue line in time. 12:46 left to go in the game. Ditsunin taking the face-off. Ziegert up top. Hemi to the left with Poole and Noble in on defense. Ditsunin did a great job there keeping it in the Stampede zone, but Stampede are doing an even better job keeping it in their own zone. They finally get it cleared out to center and into the Stingrays territory, but it is going to be not sure what the call was on that one. 12:28 left to go in this third period. We're coming all the way down here. I believe it was offside. No change in the line for the Stingrays. Gets in with the face-off wing, gets it to Noble. Noble playing it up against the boards. The Stampede have it in their own zone. Noble tried to step back and go after it. Poole chasing it down. Poole trying to get his body in on that one, able to push him up to the corner, getting that puck around the backside. Noble trying to kick that puck out of there to the near side corner. Gets in and stepping up to give him a hand. Stampede have it around the backside of the net. Poole trying to poke that puck out of there. He does, taking it around the corner up to the boards over to Ziegert. Ziegert with it. Ziegert's got Ditsunin. Ditsunin calling for it up against the boards. He tried to play it up against the glass, and there was no glass there. Ends up playing it off the helmet of the Stampede player over there. Gives him a little head tap on the helmet, like, sorry, man. My bad. 11:52 left to go in this game. Stingrays with a 3-1 lead. 20 shots on goal by the Stingrays. 10 shots on goal by the Stampede. McGovern with the face-off wing, getting it over to Chisholm. Chisholm able to send that puck in deep into the Stampede zone. Stampede have it on the backside of their own net. Kept into play by Halbrook. Halbrook swings it around to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum trying to keep a hold on it. Puck comes out to center ice. McGovern picks it up, taps it to Halbrook. Halbrook trying to settle down a rolling puck there as the Stampede wait for everybody to get back on sides. Halbrook gets it around the backside of Petrosky, swinging it back around to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum holding it back, able to clear it. Picked up again by the Stampede, but it's going to be McGovern with it. McGovern lobbing it deep into Stampede zone. Going for that rebound around the backside of the net. Tapping it over the way to Johannesson. He's got it in the corner. It comes up to the blue line, stopped by Chisholm. Chisholm sends it towards the net. Puck comes loose along to the near side. And back out to center ice where it's grabbed by Halbrook. Halbrook cycling it around, gets it back to center over to Kirschbaum. Kirschbaum with a quick pass to McGovern. McGovern trying to hold on to it, but it's stripped away by the Stampede. Quick shot on goal, saved by Petrosky with 10:29 left to go here in this game. Face-off is going to be coming to the stick side of Petrosky. Poole and Noble in on defense. Ditsunin in at center, with Smith and Douglas out there as well. Quick shot from the face-off, gets deflected in traffic as Poole picks it up in the corner, sending it back around to the near side over to Noble. Noble with the puck. Noble making his way through center ice here now, passing it up the way to Smith. Smith tried to skate it through, but was stripped away by The Stampede on that one, making their way back again into the Stingray zone. Stampede take a shot. It's deflected by Petrosky. Picked up by Ditsunin. Ditsunin making his way through center ice with 9:45 left to go in this game. Ditsunin gets tripped. We got a penalty coming up here now against the Stampede as your Stingrays going on a power play here now with 9:38 left to go in this game. It's going to be a hooking. I didn't see if it was a hooking on that one. My apologies. It was either hooking or tripping, but I'm pretty sure it was hooking. Smith taking the face off. Ditsunin to the right. Douglas to the left with Halbrook and Chisholm on defense. Smith trying to get to it, tapping it over to Douglas. Halbrook with it. Fires through traffic, deflected down by the goaltender. Stampede with possession at the top of the ice. Quick pass through center. Deflected down by Halbrook. Stampede with it again. All the way down deep into Stingray zone. It's going to be grabbed by Halbrook. Halbrook with it. Swinging it back around to Chisholm. Chisholm passing it forward over to Douglas. Douglas at that blue line. Making his way in. He's got it. Taps it over to McGovern. McGovern taps to Douglas. Shoot! Boom! Ditsunin. Great save by Stampede goaltender. Ditsunin again with it. Looking for a centering lane. Takes a shot from Douglas. Douglas gets that rebound from the blue line. It's Halbrook. Another shot. Another great save by Stampede goaltender. Ditsunin sending it back the corner over to Smith. Smith gets tripped up. It comes up to the top of the blue line, and we got another penalty coming up against the Stampede with 8:41 left to go here in this game. Stingrays are going to be a 5-on-3 scenario right now for the next 33 seconds. All right, we got a timeout on the ice here now. Want to say thank you again for joining us here on the KPHN. Don't forget, next weekend we got more high school hockey on Saturday back here in Daytona, where your Volusia County Stingrays varsity B team will be starting the night off at 4:30 with this varsity A team playing at 6 p.m. next Saturday versus the Orange County Crush. Want to give a big shout out right now to number 26 over there between the pipes. That's going to be Cole Petrosky, who's been doing a great job there today. We got 2 penalties on the board right now for the Stampede. 33 seconds left to go in that first penalty. So the Stingrays are going to be on a 2-man advantage right now here, as it is going to be Ditsunin, McGovern, Douglas, Chisholm with a shot, tapping it up to Halbrook at the top of the blue line. Halbrook looking to send it over to the corner. McGovern fires. It gets deflected up and out of play. 23 seconds remaining in the first penalty for the Stampede. Face off coming to the stick side of Stampede goaltender. No change in the line as McGovern's going to take the face off. McGovern looking to try and get that face off win, gets it to Smith. Smith to Halbrook. Halbrook tapping it across the way to Chisholm. Chisholm from the circle. Taps it over to the corner, over to Smith. Smith with it. Back up to Halbrook. Halbrook fires through traffic, gets wide. Smith picks it up again. 3 seconds left to go in the original penalty. And now Stingray is still with the 1-man advantage. A shot from the middle of the blue line by Halbrook. Puts it through the pads of the goaltender on a power play goal with 8:04 left to go in this game. That's going to negate that second penalty because the first one had already fallen off. So a power play goal by number 39, Cole Halbrook here, puts the Stingrays up 4-1 here in South Daytona. Poole and Noble coming back out on the ice on defense. McGovern in at center. Ziegert up top. Hemme down below. McGovern wins that faceoff, getting it around the side here over to Hemme. Hemme scrumming for that puck. Poole going to chase it down around the backside of... Actually, I'm sorry. He called for Noble to grab it around the backside of Petrosky. Noble able to get that puck. Great job by Noble getting it through. Shot! Score! Noble with the score on that one with 7:46 left to go here in this game. Stingrays with a 5-1 lead over the Stampede. Face-off coming back here to center with McGovern taking that face-off again. Again, no change in the line for the Stingrays. Noble going to grab it again around the backside, or not around the backside, there at the top of the ice. It's going to be Noble again picking it up. Noble, cross-ice pass all the way deep into the Stampede zone. It's going to be offsides by, I'm sorry, not offsides, icing. With 7:33 left to go, we're going to come all the way back. Face-off coming to the top of the ice there, just to Petrosky's stick side. Poole and Noble back in on defense as Ditsunen gets it. Poole with the puck, passing it up the way over to Ziegert. Ziegert taps it over to Ditsunen. Ditsunen trying to get it out. Great stop by Poole, trying to move it up and out of there. It gets caught in the snow, and Ziegert able to move it through the very creative way to get it past that blue line. Hemme holding it strong there on that line, but the Stampede take it in with a centering pass picked off by Ziegert. Ziegert trying to get it up and out again. Ziegert, there's something about that spot on the ice that Ziegert just keeps losing the edge there. Ditsunen coming in to grab that puck, skates around Hemme, shot by Ditsunen, puck is loose. Hemme shoots, it's deflected wide. Puck comes over here to the circle again. Over to Hemme. I'm sorry. Ziegert's trying to hold on to it. Shot. Deflects past Petrosky. He covers with 6:28 left to go in this game. Face-off coming to Petrosky's stick side. It's going to be Ditsunen in at center. Chisholm to the right. Johannesson along with Kirschbaum and Halbrook out on the ice. Puck cleared out to center all the way down deep into Stampede zone. Johannesson trying to get to it first, but it's going to be the Stampede with it. Johannesson getting his stick in on that one, but it is going to be moved out to center ice and into the Stingray zone where Chisholm has a collision. No stoppage of play as this shot on goal was just on the backside of the net. From this vantage point, it almost looked like it went in. But it's going to be Ditsunen with the pass from Halbrook. Chisholm turning it around and holding it at the blue line, sending it through center, picked up by the Stampede. Stampede clear it back to center ice again. Chisholm with it. Chisholm taking his way into the zone, looking to keep that pass going, keep that drive going, but it wasn't going to happen. McGovern taps it back to Halbrook. Halbrook taps it to Kirschbaum at the blue line. Kirschbaum swings it back into the corner. Picked up by the Stampeder on the backside of their goaltender with 5 minutes, 10 seconds left to go in this game. McGovern to Halbrook for the blue line. Shot through traffic. Hits it in the back of the net with 5:06 left to go and counting. We're now at a rolling clock, my friends, so we've got 5 minutes and counting left to go in this game. 25 shots on goal right now by the Stingrays, which is a fantastic sight to see up there right now. It's going to be McGovern taking the face off. Kirschbaum to the right. Douglas to the left. Poole and Noble in on defense. Looking to get past Poole. Poole pushing him over to the corner. Nice job by Poole getting that puck over to Noble. Noble now with it. Trying to get it cleared. It's stripped away by the Stampede, and a cover saved by Petrosky with 4 minutes and counting left to go in this game. Little Chelsea dagger. Unfortunately, my Blackhawks are not playing in the postseason again, so I had to decide who I'm going to cheer for now that the NHL playoffs have started. I think I'm going to have to go for Minnesota because I'd really like to see Fleury win one more cup before he ends his career. But if not, I think I'm going to have to go for the Oilers. It's McDavid's. I think McDavid is really going to want it this year. So that's my opinion. And again, the opinions expressed here on the KPHN are that of mine and not of the organization. A great shot on goal and an even better save by number 26, Cole Petrosky. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left to go and counting. Face-off coming to Petrosky's glove side. It's going to be McGovern taking the face-off. Poole and Noble in on defense with Smith and Douglas flanking McGovern. McGovern with the face-off wing gets it to Poole. Poole sending that puck around to the corner over to the side to Douglas. Douglas with it. Try to get it up to center to Smith. Douglas now able to move that puck out to center ice. Douglas making his way into the zone, passing it up to Smith. Smith trying to get a shot off, but it's just behind him. McGovern swinging that puck back into the corner. Douglas with another opportunity. It is picked up by the Stampede. From the blue line, Poole fires, redirected by McGovern. Just a bad angle on that one as Smith tries to get to it again at the top. Smith trying to hold his own, but it's picked up by the Stampede. They look to get around Poole. Poole getting his stick in there. Nice job moving that puck out to the side. McGovern steps up. Stampede shoots. It's cleared. Puck comes up to the blue line through traffic, deflected off the skate of Noble. No one sees where it went. 2 minutes left to go in the game. From the blue line, the Stampede take a shot. It's picked up by Smith, and we got a penalty coming up here now against number 4, Douglas. So for the remaining we got a minute 30 on a penalty kill for the Stingrays. Coming out on the line here, it's going to be Chisholm, Ditsunen, Hemi, and Halbrook. Stampede with the puck. Looking to set it up. A pass gets deflected by the stick of Hemi. Gets over to the stick of Halbrook. Halbrook swinging it around. The Stampede goaltender came out way far from the net to play that puck. Passing it up the way. It's deflected by the stick of Halbrook. With a minute 8 left to go in the penalty kill for the Stingrays. Stampede have it around the backside of Petrosky, picked up by Chisholm. Chisholm playing it up against the glass. It comes clear out to the side. Ditsunen going for it. Ditsunen gonna have an opportunity. He missed the net. Oh my gosh. The goaltender came out. Ditsunen had an open net and it just went wide. One of the Stampede players went right into the net. And we have a stoppage of play here now as we get the net back on the post. 44 seconds and counting left to go in this game. As we got McGovern out at the center to take the face off. Kirschbaum to the left. Halbrook and Chisholm back on the end on defense. Stampede with it, looking to get past Chisholm. It goes around to the side, picked up by Halbrook. Halbrook swinging it, pucker back again to center ice. 20 seconds left to go in the penalty for Douglas. Stampede have it in Stingrays zone. Kirschbaum steps up now. Stampede through traffic, saved by Petrosky, picked up by Halbrook. 30 seconds left to go in the game, and we are back at full strength as Douglas comes out of the box, and Johannesson steps in on the ice. Kirschbaum fires through traffic, gets wide. Puck comes up to the top of the glass. 15 seconds left to go. Kirschbaum going for it. Stampede with it. Chisholm tapping it back over to the corner. Chisholm sends it towards the net again, and that is going to be it for us. Your Stingrays win today over the Osceola Stampede. Final score 6-1. 25 shots on goal. Faced by that number 26 there, Cole Petrosky. 16 shots on goal by the Stampede. Great victory for your Stingrays today. Thanks for joining us here live on the KPHN. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast, including the outcome. We'll see you next Saturday here in Daytona. Let's go, Stingrays.